Hello, hello, my darlings, my loves. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm Kyla, and I'm like, welcome to my what? Where am I? Who are you? What are we doing? We're here on YouTube. We're doing a yes or no and why. As is always the case here on kylinlight, we get more than just a yes or no, but we want to look at the context and the energy of whatever it is you're dealing with so you can create the best possible outcome for yourselves, my loves. Really co-create. We co-create with the universe. That's how it works over here. So piles 1, 2, 3, or 4, we have this beautiful, let's just show you these feathers up close. This beautiful sort of brown stripy action. Then we have, of course, the angelic white feather. Okay, we all know this is a peacock feather, okay? And it's like, surprise, not surprised. And then we have this lovely, lovely blue. So what are you guys feeling? Maybe you have more than one question, in which case you have more than one pile. If you're also called to more than one pile for one question, it may just be that there's more information for you. So look at as much as you need to look at in order to feel like, as I like to say here, until the reading rings the bells in your cells, until it rings true for you, so that you know that it's aligned with where you are and what you are doing, so we can keep you on this path and move you even more toward those paths of your highest good, your highest possible outcome. All right, darlings, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's have a look. Okay, hi, my pile ones. You guys picked this lovely brown stripy feather, and we'll find out what it is in a second. First, I like to say here on kylinlight, if you guys are gonna frame your yes or no question in a way that works over here, it is going to have a positive outcome as a yes. So that's how I read. That's what you wanna. That's how you wanna frame your question. Okay. And as always, we get yes or no and why, so that you guys can get if there's something for you to do or not to do in order to get that best possible outcome in whatever the situation is. So let's have a look. Pheasant. The time is right for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. Okay, so the first message here is to focus your attention in the areas of creation and connection. Now, is that a yes or a no? We don't know. I don't know yet. Let me get some more information. I do promise to tease a yes or a no out of these readings, but really, what your spirit teams come to me for here is for that information, the context and energy of your situation, because they want you guys to be walking your highest possible path. And your highest possible pathway in any situation has to do with where you are, but what you can do or not do in that situation in order to tease out what is best for you. Now, is a yes always best for you? Is what you want always best for you? Is how you think things are supposed to look always best for you? No. Your teams come to me to help you guys understand that as well. So we're going to look at what's going on, and we're going to see it through the light of your highest good here. And I will, as I promised, tease out a yes or a no. Okay, these are ready. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. That is, yeah, that can be energy of like feeling left out, or actually it can be energy of just sort of like, it's kind of actually like I find a perseverance energy, and I'm hearing that in this reading. Let's look at some more. Death. Okay, that's a rebirth. 4 of Cups. Okay, this really is about you're looking at, there's like what you can see and then what you can't see. That 4th cup off in the distance is, yeah, it's sort of like energies that either haven't quite arrived yet or in a blind spot for you, which is basically the same thing. If there's energy there that you're just not aware of, it may as well not be there for you, but it is there. And yeah, your spirit teams are saying there's actually like a continuing on in the situation out in the 2 of Cups. So that outcome is a reciprocal exchange of love energy. Okay, the time is right for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. So my loves, basically, what I'm getting here, pile ones, is that yeah, okay, we don't have a yes or no yet, but what I do have is a pathway. So your team is saying that this situation requires more patience and more perseverance. That if you were to stop here in this situation, that you would be left out in the cold. There's a needing to go through like another doorway. There's a threshold to cross here in this situation. And what I'm hearing is you're just not there yet. Now, this threshold has more to do with like an inner transformation, or like a transformative journey of perception. And I'm hearing attitude as well. That something about how you guys have been thinking or feeling about the situation has been really coloring the outcome. It's actually, what I'm hearing is it's been holding off the outcome, such that, so like, the answer is within, is what I'm hearing, is that's like a, which is so annoying on a yes or a no. It's just like, what? But like, it's really that your spirit team is saying that the outcome that you want is within. So if you guys go into like a meditative state, and I'm hearing to like really, oh, I love to use this expression I love when your teams are like, use this expression. When fishermen can't fish, they mend their nets, right? And by the way, like, it's not that like fishermen, like fishing people, they mend their nets, okay? And I'm hearing that for you in this situation, that like, whatever the outcome is, whatever the circumstances are out here that you can see, this isn't filling your cups, this isn't fulfilling you, and it's leaving you guys feeling like you're sort of like left out, and it's not working out, okay? However, there is what you want here, but it's in a blind spot. And your spirit team is saying that it's actually inside of a transformation or a rebirth. Now, this is a transformation or a rebirth within this self, and then that brings a transformation or a rebirth within the situation. And then the ultimate outcome of doing this work, doing this inner work, and really finding the peace, finding the patience, and finding your perspective. And the perspective that is, again, this is as part of this creation and connection. I'm hearing that you guys need to connect more deeply with yourselves and what you want, and not settle for a situation that has you feeling left out in the cold. Not settle for a situation that is not filling these cups, okay? And to know this situation that will fulfill you, that will fill these cups, is out there. And that this reciprocal love of this Two of Cups energy, okay? This reciprocal love is possible. Now, what's interesting about this personification of the Two of Cups here is that we have here kind of like this twin energy. And it really makes me, it really makes your team, the message here kind of being that like the outcome that you guys want in this situation, okay, this sort of reciprocal balanced exchange of energy, this return of your energy, this like where there really is a feeling of appreciation and love and mutuality in the situation, that you have to find it first within yourselves, for yourselves, and you have to find it first as like a requirement that like you don't enter into or engage in. So you're not going to go through a doorway that leads to a situation that isn't wholly reciprocal, where you are not having your cups filled, okay? And so that this sort of like, it's more than just sort of hoping or wishing for this fourth cup to just show up. Your spirit team is saying you kind of have to fill it yourselves. And there's this massive, massive transformation in this, because once you get that it is up to you to fill your own cup, it is up to you to bring your own fourth cup. And part of that is in not settling for people and places and things and situations that don't fill your cup, that aren't reciprocal. I'm hearing that it's really like it's, I'm not seeing any of the cards specifically of leaving, but I'm hearing that, that it is time to certainly not pursue or approach situations that aren't filling your cup, situations that aren't reciprocal, okay? So like, I think this transformation is actually in a, I'm hearing it's sort of like, it's this expression of going to the hardware store to buy oranges. Is that like, that you guys have been willing to keep going back to the same people, places, and things to get something you want, where it's just not there. There just isn't that reciprocal energy. That give back isn't coming from those people, places, and things. And once you start to get that, A, that's not acceptable for you, and you're not going to keep going there for that, and B, that you absolutely deserve that, and C, that the way that you get that is you start to know that you deserve it, to value yourself that way, and then you actually start manifesting it, and you start manifesting it for yourself, by yourself, and you start manifesting the mirror reflection of that in the world, so that this reciprocal energy will start coming to you when you start really believing that like it always came from you, whether it comes from someone else or not. It originates from you, and that no one else can give you the reflection of the love that you know you deserve until you know you deserve it. Wow, what a great message. Oh, pile ones, I love this. Okay, the Work Your Light Oracle wants to clarify. I'll give a little bit more information here. Wow. So as of right now, how this is looking, it's looking like a no that's like a yes to the self. So like that this this outcome is sort of the ultimate outcome, but that this current situation is more like this and this. And then this brings you to here. And I think that that's this thing about the creation and connection, is this is about you guys really creating a new relationship with yourselves within the world, so that your what you create then gets to be, yeah, it gets to be manifested. It's really about creating manifestation here, creating a manifestation that really is this reciprocal love, that really is what you deserve, and having to go there and go within the self to create that first and foremost, and then the connection is just born out of that. Wow, I love that. I love that. And this card here with this pheasant, I mean, the time is ripe. So my loves, it's like really, you know, the time is ripe. Like this kind of transformation, like the transformation of a death energy is massive. I mean, it is a rebirth of the self. So, you know, that the time is right for this is huge. That you're here hearing this right now about this question is not a coincidence. My beautiful pile ones. That's amazing. Amazing. It's talking in terms of just death and rebirth and like a new self and self-love and what you deserve. I actually am launching a course. It's starting this month in October, and it is a way for me to get you guys some like personal live time with me for 8 weeks. 8 weeks, my loves. Really for the fraction of my hourly rate, which I know, like, I live my dream life. I'm here in Portugal right now. I'm going to Venice tomorrow to do an interview about my artwork. It's so exciting. And so I created a feng shui course of the feng shui of abundance. It's feng shui for abundance, because feng shui is everything. And my loves, there's a link to that in the box below. I mean, maybe that's part of your death and rebirth, is doing something like that with someone like me. You know, you see, we don't have to do all this stuff alone, my loves. You really don't have to do all this stuff alone, but you do have to do it. You do have to give it to yourself. It still comes from you. It's just this overarching message here I'm hearing, you guys, is it's like this manifestation originates with you. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Beautiful. Starseed, what lights you up? Yeah, this really is about you, looking within you. What do you want? What do you deserve? And once you really get that, and once you embrace that, you'll manifest more people, places, and things that give that back to you, reflect that back to you. I love it. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. What are we talking about? Exactly. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. Oh, my loves. Yes, this is so, this is so beautiful. It's true. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is one of the things with my program. I'm making it really intimate, like just a small group of people, because Soul Tribe. And like, yeah, it's just going around right now. Like we're all really, doing this work for ourselves, with ourselves, giving ourselves what we deserve, manifesting what we deserve, and then somehow paradoxically, at that vibrational frequency, being able to manifest that and call that in also together. So it's this creation that fosters this connection, and it is the connection you are looking for, that it is what you guys ultimately want. Oh my gosh, pile ones. This is beautiful. Okay, the angels want to talk just through one more of the Divine Feather Messenger deck. So while I shuffle these, or I throw these cards like to fly, this is the time I say here on kylinlight to sink this in, my darlings. Put this message into your bodies by typing in pile 1, I receive it. Then you get it on a kinesthetic cellular level. It goes through your fingertips, up through your nervous system, into your neural pathways. And that message, your body remembers this message for you, so you don't have to. Ostrich, okay, fun. The choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. Yes. Pile 1. So this is a no for now on these people, places, and things. This is a yes to this massive transformation of going deep within in order to then manifest people, places, and things that really do bring this connection. You create it within yourself. So the immediate answer is a no. I know people are always like, but is that a yes or a no? Listen carefully. The immediate answer is a no. You do this transformation. You co-create with the universe. You get what you deserve. And then you get what you deserve, right? You got to get it. And then you get it. So does that make sense? Okay, Okay, it's like English language. Okay, but there we go. There it is. The choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. I so hope this resonated for you, my beautiful pile ones. I so hope you sunk this in, received this message, and typed in pile one, I receive it. As always, if you're feeling me, subscribe. I do free reading giveaways. That's not a joke. I really do them, and I love to do them. It's a great joy for me, but they are for subscribers only. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss a reading. My darlings, my loves, if you want to work with me live, 8 weeks of coaching, and you can't afford my one-to-one time, which I know is expensive, my time is very valuable, you can sign up for my new program. That link is in the description box below. And what else? Oh, the usual pile ones. You've got this. This has got you. And know most of all, you are so very loved. Hello, pile twos, beautiful pile twos. You guys picked the angel feather, white feather. You know when you find like a white feather, or actually any feathers, if you see them around, it's like angels are watching, and I love that. I love that meaning. So, my darlings, as I always say here on kylinlight, you want to phrase your yes or no so that your yes is a positive outcome. That is the outcome you are hoping for. And then your spirit guides and I will tease out a yes or a no, but more than that, we will tease out the why. We will tease out the context and energy of the situation so you can know if there are things for you to do or not do in order to have the best possible outcome. Okay, pile ones, let's have a look. White eagle. Ooh, like, is this even a thing? Like white eagles? That's amazing. Wow. Okay, the connection to divine guidance is within you. Oh, I love that. All right, I'm hearing already that song from the Disney movie Pocahontas, which is like that listen with your heart. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But seriously, you guys, this is a really, yeah, your spirit team is saying it's always a good time to sort of check in with your inner guidance system, but that you have a kind of a, you haven't, it's like they're saying exceptional moment of access. I'm not sure, you know, what that's about or what they mean by that, but you definitely want to take advantage of that. So I'm hearing like do whatever practices you guys have, pile twos, you want to up those practices for connecting with your intuitive guidance. So I don't know if that's like dream journaling or just regular journaling, if it's meditation, if it's like a sound baths, if it's, you know, working out. Some people have their best insights like when they're running, you know. I have really great insights on a massage table, so maybe that encourages some of you, my pile twos, to go get a massage in the bath, and whatever it is. Your intuitive guidance is apparently really on point right now, my loves. Like you have, I'm hearing the words clear channel. Okay, let's have a look. Yes or no for their question. Ooh, cremation ground meditation. All right, that's intense. This is card number 7. And it's interesting because that corresponds with the Chariot in the regular tarot. But the meaning here is, this is my secret Dakini Oracle. It's a little bit different. We'll get at that. Ooh, the way through 9. Okay, that corresponds with the Hermit. 61 survival. Wow, this is a moment. 12, slay the ego. Okay, first of all, major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. This is kind of a big moment. So if you guys are asking about like, should I buy that pair of shoes? You probably want to pick a different pile. Yeah, oh, I really feel this one. Ooh, pile twos, wow. Okay, for those of you for whom this is resonating, this has been, I'm hearing weighing on you. The situation has been, you can see here from these 2 cards, my loves. I'm sorry, this has been hard. You guys have been having a hard time. Oh, my babies, okay. Well, that's part of the adventure of life, isn't it? like in this, like, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my darlings, just take a moment. Let's all take a deep breath in. First and foremost, pile twos, your guides want you to know that they just love you so much. And that the love of the universe, the love of spirit for you, and ultimately the love of your higher self. Yeah. Okay. They're saying kind of dive into this. So this love is unconditional. Unconditional. And they really want you guys to meditate on that word, unconditional. Because the ultimate way out, and they're saying there is actually no way out. I would say the only way out is through. That's amazing. This key here. The only way out of this situation, this difficulty, and it feels barren, and first of all, they want you to know there's life here, okay? There is life here. But you guys have been surviving this situation, and it is not a situation in which you can survive. This is not a situation in which you can thrive. But you can see the earth rising here in the background, okay? So again, there's these two signs, there's these two symbols of hope. There is a light at the end of this tunnel, but this situation is a tunnel, make no doubt. Now they're saying the only way out of this situation is through, but that this meditation on unconditionality is the key. Something being unconditional, being unconditionally loved, is about stepping into a sort of a non-dual understanding of the, this is very deep, by the way, and I know, yeah, your guides are saying you guys are luminous beings, you're kylinlights, you've come to this channel because you vibrate at a frequency where you can get a message that's this deep and this subtle. So we all acknowledge you for that. I acknowledge you for that because this message is deep. So in the physical world, the world as we know it, okay, we have light and we have dark and we have cold and we have hot, and you don't recognize something as hot without also having cold, because you would have nothing to notice the difference of, right? We wouldn't call the daytime if it weren't nighttime, because we wouldn't even notice it, because it would just always be daytime. We wouldn't notice. So your spirit team is saying inside of that world, we give conditions to things in order to describe things, in order to have this three-dimensional experience, which they like to call an adventure. So this survival moment where you're just like, this has been really, really hard, is part of your journey and is part of your adventure. And that there are things you're going to learn in going through this that you will then take with you for the rest of your life. And I'm also hearing from many of you that you are healers, so that once you get through this tunnel and you come out on the other side of the situation, that you will then have learned things that you can then share with others, and that's part of this journey. So they're saying that this sort of like looking at things is different, looking at contrast, right, helps us to not only know what we want and what we don't want, but it also just even helps us to exist in the experience of things, like of even just being an individual. Like that's an idea of you, and there's like you and then the universe as separate things, but ultimately we're not separate. And your spirit guides and your higher self reside in this more non-dual place, this place of totality, this place of everything. This would be source being, right? This would be the luminous emptiness that like Buddhism speaks of, where, this would be the domain of like Shakti energy, the primordial energy of all things, from which all things emerge and to which all things return. And from that place, from that non-dual perspective, there can still be, again, this luminous experience, this love, and it is unconditional. It isn't for any specific thing. It's just there all the time. This is so beautiful, this message. So your spirit guides are saying that, and this 9 card, this way through, this is the card of the Hermit. And then the Hermit in the traditional tarot is this sort of like, Gandalf looking character holding a lantern, and the lantern symbolizes the key. It symbolizes the illumination, the enlightenment that's found from going within. And your spirit team is saying that for you as well. Slay the ego, Mother Kali over here, really is about dissolving this idea that anything is happening to you, that anything is outside of you. And they really want you to go within and to connect more and more to this source energy, to this primordial space, this luminous emptiness from which all things emerge and to which all things return. That is the ultimate you. That is your great self. And to feel this unconditional love that the universe is and has and holds for you, but is you. And that the more you tap into, they really want you to practice this right now, just being in this non-dual state, neutralizing your energy, not being like that is good and that is bad, and just being present more and more and more. I'm hearing for a bunch of you to listen to Eckhart Tolle, okay? that is going to get you through. Because I'm hearing that this situation is going to resolve itself. If you keep putting one foot in front of the other, you keep breathing, you keep living, you keep meditating, that you will naturally reach the end of this tunnel. The light just is at the end of the tunnel. That you don't have to make it happen. You don't have to shine the light in the tunnel or any of that. They're saying that this is an opportunity for you guys to deepen your relationship as source, to deepen your relationships with the essence of the self. And then this situation resolves itself. But this is so deep. I don't think I've ever gotten a reading like this, pile twos. Who are you? Like, wow, 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 wow. But you have to slay the ego here, which is the sort of that tendency to feel an entitlement, to be grasping or longing, to be obsessing about what's missing, to be obsessing about how things are, how you don't want them, and to be impatient with this process. Your spirit team is saying, like, this is all going to grow, and that the garden, what's really going to grow here is the garden of the self in non-dual connected being with its true essence, with its true nature. And then inside of that spaciousness, so much more is possible, so that a whole world is on the horizon here. So if you're too focused here, and the ego is here with, like, I don't want this and I don't want that, and why isn't this and why isn't that, and da da da, you can miss an entire world of possibilities that arise inside the spaciousness of just letting go of some of the control and trusting. Wow, talk about a connection to divine guidance being within you. Talk about the white eagle. I mean, you guys. Wow, wow, wow. So, is that a yes or a no? This is a no to the situation. The situation is barren. The situation is, is one of survival, not thriving. The situation is full of possibility. What is possible here for you guys is the freaking world is possible here. But as we always say here, you have to do, like, there's like things to do and things to not do in order to get that ultimate outcome here, which is like, you guys almost know, like, almost nobody gets this. This is about a pathway to enlightenment. This is about being, embodying, receiving, and overflowing, filling your cup with the unconditional love of source energy, and then becoming a fountain of that love in the world. It's so beautiful. Pile twos, who are you? Oh my gosh. Okay. So Work Your Light wants to talk, so just give you a little more information on this beautiful path. I mean, I got right from the beginning, like, this is not an easy moment, but your guides are saying that if this moment were too easy, if this situation panned out too quickly, as per your, I'm hearing sense of entitlement, as per your immediate expectations, you wouldn't be doing this looking within. You wouldn't be doing this. You wouldn't be asked to connect with your source self, and to really penetrate and slay the sort of ego identity and these egoic wants. Now, your spirit team is saying it's not that you guys can't have what you want. They're just saying that, that you guys have been in this situation myopically focused on, where is it? Why isn't it here? Why don't I have it now? Why am I not getting it? And that you're focusing on what you don't want, and it's limiting the possibilities around the multiple pathways that will present themselves to you of what you do want, that you can't see those pathways if you're too focused on this present moment and what you don't want and what's lacking and what's missing. They're saying that you really need to go within, connect with source, raise your vibration to the vibrational frequency of source energy, and then you will begin to magnetize and attract the pathways and the venues through to an entire world of what you want, my loves. So, like, this isn't about wanting things. Your ego isn't what wants things, but your ego is what gets lost in the present moment of 3D reality, focusing on what it thinks it doesn't have, and that negativity just attracts more negativity. I mean, this is a vibrational universe, my loves. This is a vibrational universe. That's basic law of attraction. You guys are getting the key. You guys are getting the key to the world here. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. I mean, soul retrieval, you guys. That's what we're talking about, source energy. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Yeah. Yeah. This is like also too, it's just like in this cremation ground, burial place, and this like, you know, desert, what have you, like this is not where you stop. You don't just like sit down and camp out and decide to live a life in the tunnel. You keep putting one foot in front of the other, my darlings. You keep walking. You like, absolutely, you can have what you want. It's just that there's time, there's space, there's some other way to it. You keep moving through this tunnel and trust that that light is just there at the end of it. It's just there. It's there for you. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. This is this Hermit card. This is this energy, my darlings. This is how beautiful this is. By the way, when you really, really start to get into source energy, when you really, really start to embody and tap into that unconditional love, this tunnel can just transform in that moment to the garden path. Like it can be almost instantaneous. I mean, enlightenment works that way, right? I mean, this is luminous being. This is beautiful. This is what we're all about here at kylinlight. This makes me so happy and moved and all the things. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Exactly. Stop pushing. Stop focusing on what you don't have. Stop like being myopically focused on, you know, moving matter around in the 3D, and go within and start focusing. What there is to focus on right now, you guys, is raising your vibration, tapping into source energy, getting present in a deep way, lifting the veil of illusion on this world and really starting to pay attention to vibrational frequency. I'm hearing very much for you guys the teachings of Abraham Hicks and Eckhart Tolle, my loves. Okay, the Divine Feather Messenger wants to talk. You guys might also really be interested. I mean, we're talking about going deep. We're talking about soul searching. You might be interested in, I'm doing a Feng Shui for Abundance course. It is, the link to that is in the description box. It's kind of a rare opportunity to have 8 weeks of live time with me weekly in a small intimate group. But you have to apply for that. I'm not accepting everybody for that at this time. But if that interests you, if you think it's maybe time for that kind of deep work, you know, because it's about your space, your life, your inner world, your inner being, what you really being a co-creator in this world, darlings. Okay, that's clear. Robin. New growth and potential is on the horizon. On the horizon in the whole world. Reach out and embrace it. I love that, because it's not talking about grabbing, no lusting after outcomes, no impatience, okay? No entitlement. Just to relax and embrace, because it's going to move forward toward you. That's the other thing. As you do this work, this like long tunnel with this light at the end is like the tunnel gets shorter. Time passes, like you don't even realize that the time passes, because the tunnel starts to turn into the garden path of this beautiful, beautiful, deep inner connecting to this incredible source energy that will fill you. Your appreciation, your abundance, all of it is going to, it's all there. It's all there. And as you tap into the frequency of that, well, just watch the whole world rise, and you will reach out and embrace it, and the world will embrace you. Beautiful pile too. So like an immediate no to an absolutely ultimate gigantic, if you heed this information, yes. So this is something you just like sink this into your bodies. Type in pile 2, I receive it. Use your fingertips to put this message in through your nervous system up into your neural pathways. Sink this one in. Wow, pile 2s. Wow, wow, wow. As always, if you're feeling me, subscribe to my channel. I do free reading giveaways, but they are for subscribers only. So you can find that in the description box, along with my new course, The Feng Shui of Abundance. Everything is flow. Everything is Feng Shui. And I'm so excited to discover a way to teach you that to you guys in live coaching for 8 weeks. That, in a way that doesn't break the bank, as my mom likes to say, because my hourly rate, like my life is really abundant. My hourly rate, my one-to-one time is not, is valuable. So darlings, my loves, pile 2s. I so hope you got this message. Deep, deep, deep pile 2s. I so hope you know, you've got this. This has got you. And most of all, you are so very loved. Hello, my beautiful pile 3s. You guys picked this peacock feather, which is gorgeous, but for some reason my obsidian arrowhead really wanted to be here for your reading. So I don't know, maybe it's you guys are needing some protection or some grounding, but there it is for you. Okay, pile freeze, as I always say here on kylinlight. Phrase your question so your yes is a positive outcome, what you most want to happen. What we're going to do is look at yes or no and why. Your spirit team comes to me to tell you if there are things for you to do or not to do in order to have you have the most positive outcome in this situation. Okay, pile freeze, let's have a look. Peacock, we already knew that. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. These guys want to be here together. All right, so we've got a rebirth coming and inherent wisdom. All right, you guys, that is like about, it's sort of like that sort of gut sense or knowing, all right, is that so you your spirit teams are like, you know what's what, which is just sort of like, it's like I'm here for a yes or no answer, like don't tell me I know. So but they're telling you that to some degree. Let's have a look over here. The Mystic Monday Tarot will clarify as well. I mean, is that a yes or a no? We don't know yet. We don't know. I do promise here always that kylinlight to tease out a yes or a no. But really what's most important, my loves, is your guidance wants you to listen to the context and energy of the situation that's going to be revealed by the cards, because that's going to give you guys pathways. And we are always most interested in, wherever you are, whatever is going on, choosing the pathways that lead you toward your highest timeline for your highest possible good. We're all about that over here at kylinlight, my love. So welcome if you're new, and welcome back, of course, if you're returning, my loves, my luminous beings. Hi. I love you. Okay, Princess of Cups. Beautiful. Maybe move that over. Princess of Cups is lovely energy too. I love this sort of like, I love the divine feminine energy of how Mystic Mondays is characterized this as well. It's just like, hello, you, me. Very soft, very beautiful. The Princess of Cups is a lot of heart, you know, the divine feminine energy centered in a heart-centered place. Which is lovely, but it's sort of, there's a newness to it. You know, it's the princess, not the queen. So there's something about, I really feel like a discovery of like a heart-centered way of knowing is what I'm hearing. And that rings with that, with that inherent wisdom over here in the peacock energy. And then we have strength here. Yeah, I really feel this strength and this courage has a lot to do also with this rebirth energy. There's something about a transformation coming here through self-trust, from trusting yourself, from trusting, again, your guidance system, your heart-centered way of knowing in the situation, the magician. Wow. Bam. First of all, again, can we just love that they've divine feminine characterized this magician energy, and that, you know, none of the cards are gendered, my love. So there's a lot of play in that. And I love that the Mystic Mondays has played with that here in the magician energy. I also love that she's kind of got these sort of like magic crystals and what have you, but they also look like she's kind of creating a world. I love that. They're powerful, the magician. Beautiful, beautiful energy for this reading. And we'll get one more. Ooh, the hang woman. Okay. It's really the hang person. Again, let's not overly gender. Let's just not do it, because first of all human beings have divine feminine and divine masculine energy. They also can have toxic femininity or toxic masculinity, depending on, you know, how they are manifesting, how they're behaving. And my loves, like, one of the things about this sort of powerful creator energy that I'm seeing here is that it really is, there is a balancing of all the energies in our lives. And, you know, this hang person over here, right, this hang being, there's a lot of balance actually in being able to be in repose, in a state while you're waiting for an outcome. And my loves, in this current situation, you're waiting with grace and you're waiting with courage. And your guides are saying that, like, again, you have this Princess of Cups energy where you're starting to really come to know that it's your vibrational frequency, your courage, you're continuing to walk forward in confidence in this situation that is going to manifest and miracles, like a phenomenal outcome here. All right, my loves. And this really is the rebirth. Your spirit team is saying that the outcome of this particular situation is way less relevant than the development, the personal development you guys have been going through and are going through, and coming into more and more mastery with your heart-centered way of being and your heart-centered way of knowing, and your ability to walk through a period of waiting. And again, to be in this kind of like chilled state of repose, just hanging out, you know, magnetizing and manifesting at the same time. So, you know, the Strength card, if you look at the energies of these two cards, this is like a hold up. And here we have that the energy is in fact actually moving forward, but it's moving forward at like a cat's pace. It's moving forward, you know, gracefully. It's taking its time, okay? This is part of the strength and the courage and the magnetism. And I hear again, this is part of this balance. It's really getting into and sitting into this sort of, again, a state of repose, okay? A state of relaxation around the situation, which with this Magician card here is absolutely, you are manifesting the outcome you want. Like that's a yes. So that's happening. All right. Work your light. Work your light. Yeah, pile 3. This is really, really nice. The obsidian arrow, I'm hearing it's coming out sort of for protection, but again, I'm hearing this, it's like grounding. It's this grounded energy of this cat. It's this sort of like really being able to walk and to be grounded and to be balanced and to be chill and to be relaxed and to be magnetic and to know and define your truth of the situation within yourselves, within your hearts. And that magnetism, that attraction, that vibrational frequency really being the place from which what you need to comes to you, and then you create from there the outcome that you want. So this is very, like, it's very, very grounded, very, very beautiful. Deep, deep, deep energy. And if you guys don't have any obsidian stone, I'm hearing some of you might want to kind of go right out and get some. It's always in those moments where I'm like, why don't I have a crystal shop? Like, but you know, like I offer what I offer. I mean, I have my artworks for sale. I'm actually doing a whole bunch of light language NFTs, which is very exciting. And I created a course. I'm doing a course to work with me live, actually, for 8 weeks. So you kind of get live Kylin time for 8 weeks, doing feng shui of abundance, which is amazing. And I was moved to create that so that I know that my one-to-one time is really valuable. I live my dream life. I mean, I'm like in Lisbon today. I'm going to Venice tomorrow doing an interview actually about my artworks. I'm going to talk about my new NFTs, and I just live a big life. And so my time is really valuable. And I know you guys, a lot of you want my one-to-one time. You want my coaching, especially with the feng shui, with the flow of abundance. How do I live such an abundant life? So I created this course, and the link to that, if you want to apply for that, it's a very small select group, but if you want to apply for that, the link is in the description box below, my darlings. And I promise when I get my light language NFTs up, I will of course be talking about those. I'll link to those as well. Okay. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yeah, this is just such a rebirth. I'm hearing that a lot of you guys have been, you've been in contracts and you've been conditioned to block off your heart-centered way of being and your heart-centered knowing. I'm seeing actually for a lot of you guys that that you've been either like overthinking and over intellectualizing everything, and then for some of you as well, you've been sort of in those lower chakras of like overreaching, overacting, you know, really trying to make things happen, and you're breaking those patterns and those old way of being. I'm hearing for a lot of you guys, it's an evolution of your DNA, and therefore, which outside of time actually is healing for anyone who would come after you and anyone who came before you. So it heals, like it's a radiant healing, and that's going on here as well. Yeah, again, it's the same message as like whatever this outcome in the situation is actually way smaller thing than what the outcome being who you are becoming and creating in this situation, in evolving eventually into this magician energy with the strength and the confidence of a heart-centered way of being and knowing, receptivity and ability to chill out and relax and allow divine timing to play its part in the manifesting of what you want here. That's inherent wisdom. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution expression. Yeah, so I think part of this rebirth for you guys is that I'm hearing for some of you guys that there's been some shame, and that there's been people who have suggested that this heart-centered way of being, this heart-centered way of knowing, this kind of patience, that even just the idea of trusting divine timing has been like really poo-pooed and really like been poo-pooed. It's been, there's almost been, it's been shamed. I'm not sure for who I'm getting that, but maybe it's just about that divine feminine energy has been shamed in your past lives, or in your, in your families and communities, and that coming out as someone who is going to start working in this way. I'm hearing for some of you guys coming out as a priestess, actually. That's like another thing like I'm really big about right now. Like, where'd all the priestesses go? And it's like, oh, here we are. I'm trying to write an ebook about priestessing, and it's just like, I have so many things going on, but this was another thing. I would love to get this for you, my loves. Oh my God, because you guys are priestessing. This is what you're doing as a verb. You know, and that doesn't mean, you know, like spell casting or like anything ringing bells. I mean, for some people it does, but it's really more a way of being in terms of a heart-centered, divine, feminine, spiritual expression. It's really being tapped into vibrational frequency and manifestation from that place, with patience, understanding infinite perspective and energy. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? Yeah, this is all been blocking this. And I think this is why too, this is the Princess of Cups and not the Queen of Cups. You're really on this pathway to these sort of major arcana energies, all right? But the hold up here with the hang person is that, is I think getting this evolution of this heart-centered way of being up from the princess to the queen, that is going to take, this is an emergence of you. This is, again, the outcome to this situation is a yes, but what's really of interest here is the journey, is like who you are becoming in manifesting this yes. Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. That is the thing about that divine timing. And you guys can't allow for all of your guides and all of your spirit team and all of the divine realms and all of the subtle intricacies of the tapestry of our interwoven being to work out for the highest good of all beings involved. And you guys, like when you're in a heart-centered place, you are connected to that source energy, to that like infinite way of being. And so what's for your highest good is for the highest good of all beings. Sometimes that stuff takes a while to like get it all into shape and to get it all into order. So learning how to just chill out while like literally, it's like, check this out. I feel like this thread is like holding this being. Do you see that? This light energy. And it's like really about being to hang out while this works itself out. Like, and I love how it's like literally like hang out, you know? And to continue to just sort of walk forward, put one foot in front of the other, because you're going to find along the way all of the little pieces that you need in order to really magician the ish out of this, okay? Oh my gosh, pile threes. This is beautiful. It's a yes. It's a yes. Okay, let's get one more answer from the Divine Feather Messenger. The angels like to talk through these. And I'll say at this moment, as I always say here in Kylinlight, sync this beautiful message, pile threes, into your beautiful bodies. Type in pile 3, I receive it. When you do that, it puts that message through your fingertips, up through your nervous system, into your neural pathways. You get this message on a cellular level, so your body remembers it for you. So you don't have to try to remember all this, because you won't. But your body will. It's like a cellular memory. So type in pile 3, I receive it. All right, we have the Wren. Be bold and confident. Use all of your resources to create your dreams. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Each of those resources are going to reveal themselves to you as you saunter boldly and confidently. Again, remember that. This confidence is part of this. Knowing in your heart that this is going to work out for you. You guys, a really great mantra for you, my pile threes, is everything is always working out for me, okay? That things don't happen to you, things happen for you, things happen with you, my darlings. Everything is always working out for you, pile threes. You can saunter, you can walk gracefully, you can take your time while your divine counsel works out some of the things in the background, and everything you need every step of the way in order to manifest this yes outcome for this pile threes will reveal itself to you. And you guys just hang out in this heart-centered place. You're going to emerge from all this. What I'm hearing is as the Queen of Hearts, as the Queen of Cups with a divine feminine energy and that heart-centered knowing, but a place of mastery. That is the ultimate goal of whatever the situation is right now. And also, like, yeah, just manifest that amazing outcome. Like, you got it, pile 3 is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As I said, I hope you guys sunk this in. You typed in pile 3, I receive it, and you receive this message on a cellular level. As always, if you're feeling me, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I do free reading giveaways, which are for subscribers only. You can enter those. It tells you how in the description box below. And if you haven't yet subscribed and hit that notification bell, you can do that so you never miss a reading. And as I mentioned before, the Feng Shui of Abundance. I'm doing this course 8 weeks, live time with me every single week. And that is just, it's a really great deal. It was the best way I could figure out how to offer that to you guys. It is an intimate group and spots are filling up. So if you want to look into that, the link is in the description box below. Okay, my darlings, my loves, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pile 3s. You've got this. It's got you. And most of all, you are so very loved. Hello, pile 4s, beautiful pile 4s, blue. It's like I almost want to say it's a blue jay, but I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes or no? As always here at kylinlight, make sure you phrase your question so that your yes is a positive outcome and is what you want. That's how I'm going to read the energies here. And as always, your spirit teams come to me to give you a yes or no and why. So we find out if there are things for you to do or not do in order to have that best possible outcome in this situation, whatever that is. Okay, pile 1s, let's have a look. Parrot, it's a parrot. Okay, that's so cute. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. Dig it. Okay, I love that. I love that no matter what. Now, is that a yes or a no? We don't know. I'll go over here to my holographic tarot. I love this tarot deck. It has like rainbows in it. And and we'll have a look. We'll tease out a yes or no. As I always say here over on kylinlight, I promise I will tease out a yes or a no. But you guys, what you're really here for, where your teams show up, is to get that all that meat in the middle. You know, all of that sort of like, I'm sorry if you guys are vegetarian or vegan, like, you don't eat meat, but you know what I mean. Like all the stuff that really makes up, you know, the situation, okay, the context and energy. If you want just a straight up yes or no, the best thing to do is flip a coin. But I can tell you that sometimes that can be misleading because a yes to some things is like, it's a no to other things, and a no to things is sometimes it's a yes to you. You know, it's like, it's complicated. So so over here we embrace the complexities of life. We embrace that things have subtlety to them, and your teams really want you guys from wherever you are, whatever you're dealing with, to see what options are ahead of you and to choose the ones that are going to have the best possible results for you, because we're interconnected beings. Your highest good is the highest good of everyone connected to you, my darlings, my loves. So this is what we do here over at kylinlight. If you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, hi, I love you. So we have the Justice card. That's beautiful balance. We have the Hermit card. Again, interesting. The Hermit came out as well on pile 2s. I'm getting a ping to say if you guys were drawn to pile 2, you may want to look at that as well. The Ace of Cups, gorgeousness, overflowing emotions. Ooh, and the 10 of Wands. Okay, that's like some heavy energy. I mean, like literally, like look at this character. It's like, no. So the overarching message with the 10 of Wands is always like put them down. Like there's no, you just, I mean, really occasionally there'll be a context in a reading that's like, you just got to carry this for a hot second. But I'm hearing a resounding message from your team's pile 4s that you need to put these down. Like what I'm hearing is this is not your burden to carry. Ooh, I'm also hearing mind your business. I love that. And the Hermit really speaks to that. And the Hermit is very much about going within in order to uncover for yourselves, in order to illuminate whatever it is that you are asking about, whatever you're going within on, whatever is your state of contemplation in this situation. Okay, my loves. Now we have an ultimate outcome here of the Ace of Cups. Like that is clear. There is overflowing emotion. There is overflowing love. There is plenty of love and plenty of feeling here, but that things have been out of balance, and this balance needs to come in. And the beauty of the Justice card is here to remind us that, like, nature doesn't actually deal in like good or bad. Like those are human concepts. We've ascribed things really in order to try and control each other's behavior, you know, so that maybe living together goes more smoothly. I don't know that morality has necessarily done that for us, but natural consequences really are the best teacher, and there are natural consequences to things. And nature deals in natural consequences. Nature deals in cause and effect. Nature deals in the balance of energies. Things will always balance out in nature. Like that's the way that happens. And it's like, you know, people talk a lot about like, we have to save the planet or what have you. And it's like, no, the planet's going to be fine. The planet's the planet. What there is for us to do is to continue to ensure that the planet is habitable for humanity. If we want to do that, and that's going to take something, right? That's because of balance. But that nature is going to find its balance. Whatever we do or don't do is bigger than us. And this Justice card is here to say that this situation is going to find its balance. Whatever you do or don't do is bigger than you. I'm really feeling pile fours. How much you want to change the situation, how much you want to influence the situation, how much you want to do all the work for somebody or somebody's else. And you've been taking it all on and trying to do it all yourself, and you just can't. All 10 of these wands are not yours to carry, and it's going to wear you out. And then what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to carry your own. Your spirit team is saying very, very clearly, your heart, I mean, this is your heart. You guys are overflowing in love. It's so beautiful. You're such givers, but you cannot do this work for anyone else, and it is out of balance. You are doing too much here. And your guides are saying you need to put down everything in the situation that is not yours and go within and mind your business. I got this recently for myself as well, how literally minding my business was good for my business. That there were ways in which I was, the universe was trying to give me things and I couldn't receive them because I was so busy giving things myself. So it was literally like, you know, if both your hands are giving things, which one receives, you know? So your hands are full of other people's stuff right now. And it's like, you can't get what there is for you here. So your spirit team is saying, yeah, I love this. Your guides are saying, pile fours, that you are designed in your innate generosity, in your innate way of being, to be an overflowing cup, that you are one of those. And it's incredibly beautiful. You are a gift to this world. But you cannot be this if you're this, because what happens is your cup runs dry. You get empty. And your spirit team is saying that you need to have as much compassion for yourself as you would for anybody else. They're also saying that trying to control it just doesn't work in a universe that is a giant operating system, and that the justice spring comes and the grass grows all by itself. Okay, if you try to hurry winter, you can't. Like, that's not your job. Winter is the job of something else, of the planet that spins around the sun. Like, they've got winter covered. That's their business. So your spirit team is really saying you guys are designed to be this overflowing cups, and you can be. That your cup can be not only full, but overflowing, such that you can be the giver that is your like heart calling. Your heart calls you to give. And I could so relate to that. Pile fours, I so get that. And I really feel you. Like, I feel you. And my gosh, your guides just love you so much. They want your cup to be full. And they're saying now you need to do what there is to do in terms of protecting yourselves, being yourselves, such that so you can receive. Now, let the balance sort itself out and receive, receive, receive until your cup naturally overflows, so that your giving isn't this, so that your giving is this. It's just so incredibly clear. So this situation, I mean, this situation is a no, but it's this is interesting too, because this has come up a whole bunch, but it's like, I mean, it's an ultimate yes. I just say kind of like, it's a no to this and a yes to this. But in order to get to this yes, you have to heed, this has to stop. And you have to stop doing this in order to be who you're meant to be, who you're designed to be, my loves. And at the end of the day, your guides really want you guys to know that, like, this inner luminous being, this sort of tapping into this energy, this deep inner wise mind, the divine knowing of the higher self. No one can find that for someone else. No one can find someone else's truth for them. No one can bring balance for someone else. The balance takes care of itself. You have to take care of ourselves. We really have to take care of ourselves. The best thing we can do for anyone in our lives is to take good care of ourselves. Like, that is true. Otherwise, other people are going to want to, have to, try to take care of us, and they can't. They can't. I've watched this with certain people in my life who don't take great care of themselves, and they're not well. Physically and psychologically and emotionally. Those all go together. And you watch these people drain all the people around them that love them. And also kind of like those dynamics get set up where people that don't take good care of themselves seem to magnetize to them other people who derive all their sense of identity and self-worth from being this, when really the design is for us to live in an overflowing world, in an abundant world. And there really is no need of suffering beyond the learning that comes out of it when we finally get like how to stop doing it. Like, oh my gosh, wow, God, these messages today, no wonder. I've been doing a lot of yes or no's, and I was like, yes or no again? And your guides are like, we're really getting through to people with these yes or no's, and they have big questions, and they come to you, Kylin, and they're like, do it. And I'm like, okay, I just work here, like, whatever, what's the best pathway? And what I'll tell you guys, like, these readings, I'm an overflowing cup when I do these readings. These readings light me up. Your spirit teams are beautiful. This is a natural overflowing generosity. And that's the balance. That's being in balance. So if it feels like this, no, it needs to feel like this. And your spirit team is saying, if it feels like this, or it doesn't feel like this, do this until it feels like this. And getting to this is the work of this. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. Thank you, Parrot. Thank you. I know I'm parroting that message. I think ultimately, like, that's a message to hear over and over again in our lives. So appropriate that's the Parrot. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Yeah, too. This is about putting that down and being a stand for filling your cup so you can overflow, and not allowing anyone to take from, drink from, or not pouring out yourself from that cup before it hits that overflowing state. I know for a lot of you guys, it's really going to be like, it's a whole new practice. There's going to be a lot of soul searching, a lot of going inward. Don't try to do it perfectly, especially if you're a habitual, habitual overdoer for others, overgiver. This reprogramming is going to take some time, but this is the outcome. It's beautiful. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Ooh, that also came out, I think it was, again, in pile 2. You guys really might want to check out pile 2. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? Yeah, what? I like shuffle these. You guys just watch me shuffle these. Okay, that's amazing. Yeah, there's a definite correspondence here with those 2 piles. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. You guys, These messages, these are just messages for the collective. Wow. Whoa. Because I've seen all of these already today, pile fours. So yeah, like, you got to change your energy from this to this, okay? Whoever is triggering you, whoever told you, whatever conditioned you to think that like this is the path of the highest good, it's like your spirit team's like, you know, like that game show buzzer is just like, yeah, answer is wrong. And you know, I mean, for some people, they really do derive a tremendous amount of satisfaction from this path. But what your guides will say is that that is ultimately extremely egoic, and that a lot of people derive a lot of superiority from this path, and they end up bitter and resentful, and they feel superior because they're carrying everyone, you know, where would everyone be without them? And the nature and the universe is like, here, we'd be here. We're going to be here no matter what. So you can put those down and let's go here. Let's dance. Let's play. Like, that's seriously, you guys. Seriously. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful possibility. So again, oh, that's, yeah. I'm like, there we go. We're dancing. Putting that right up there. Seriously, you guys, this is this. Okay. Going within, checking in, constantly checking in and rechecking in. Does it feel like this or does it feel like this? Check in with the energy, recalibrate, reprogram until you become that priestess, that mystic, that teacher that is the overflowing cup. And then people are like, why are you so abundant? How is your life so abundant? And then you're like, well, that's why I've done a feng shui course for like a feng shui for abundance. Did I mention this yet in this reading? This is what happens. Like, seriously, you guys, like, you become a priestess. You really start working this stuff out in your lives. And then like me, like, people are like, I want to work with you. I can't afford you. What are you going to do? And I'm like, I'm going to do a course. That's for a group, that's for a small group, and you can find out about it in the description box. But the point is, you really have this overflowing to do. And I wasn't like, I'm going to do a course and I'm going to make it really inexpensive and I'm going to just give away my time. And, you know, even though I don't have time, my time is valuable. You guys, I'm traveling the world. I'm like doing my artwork. I'm in Lisbon. I'm going to Venice. I'm going to give an interview. I'm doing NFTs that are like light language NFTs. Very exciting. And it's like, how do you reach people, but from this place where your cup is also full? So for me, that's like, okay, I'm going to collect applications for a small intimate group. I will once a week do a live workshop and a call, and it's feng shui of abundance. It's all about flow. It's all about flow, my loves. So being a priestess, going within, finding out inside of the space of that deep inner reflection, what feels like this, so you can flow with that energy in your own life and answer the callings, answer the deepest callings with power, you know, answer them powerfully from a place that's in balance. And sometimes that requires saying no and holding boundaries. That's why it takes a warrior spirit to answer your calling, my piles. So, I mean, I'm hearing pile four, my piles. I'm hearing pile four that like this is actually, the no is you guys need to say no. That's what I'm hearing. Like, you guys need to say no to this situation so you can manifest this. Like, that is what I'm hearing. And it is freaking beautiful. Okay, the angels want to talk to you guys through the feather messenger. So yeah, I don't know. It was totally weird how my course was just like, this is a good example. I'm like, okay, but that's weird. But seriously, if you are interested in my course, oh, these are too many. Oh no, they all want to talk. Okay. That's in the description box below. And you're my kylinlights, you're my luminous beings. It's all about this, you guys. This is a thing. This is collective energy right now. Okay, the goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. Yes! Yes! Ostrich, the choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. Gosh, so much yes. So much yes. Blackbird, the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Oh my gosh. See, it's just like this, okay. This just isn't, it's like, this is such a resonant, incredible yes to you, a yes to you becoming this overflowing cup. So really, the answer to this question is like, you need to say no to this so you can become, it's so clear. Blue Jay, the time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. Yes, my loves. This is, and what's interesting here is controlling that urge to do things for other people, to let your cup get drained, to try and be justice when justice is working itself out in the background. Don't you worry about that. The only thing there is for you guys to do in order to be who you are, to be the priestesses of abundance that you are meant to be. And by the way, priestess is not gendered in my book. I am writing a book about that. Priestess is a way of being spiritually free. It is a way of being lit up. It's a way of being luminous inside of the luminous emptiness of all being, of non-duality, and manifesting that and playing with that and dancing with that in the world, my loves. And in order to be that, to access that, you need to have the discipline of saying no, of being this warrior to things that drain and burden you and keep you from being able to be the abundant overflowing cup, the joyful giver. Because when you're not joyful, when you're not fulfilled, that is a cruelty to yourself. And we're not here to be cruel to anyone, my loves. Just not here for that. We're here for this. This planet is designed to be an overflowing, abundant paradise, and we will get there one high vibrational path at a time. So join us. You guys are already on this path too. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be getting this message. You wouldn't be like getting it. So sink it in, get it into your bodies, my loves. Type in pile 4, I receive it. When you receive this message through your fingertips, it goes through your nervous system up into your neural pathways. It's called kinesthetic learning. Then your body remembers it on a cellular level. So type in pile 4, I receive it. As always, if you're feeling me, subscribe to my channel. I do free reading giveaways. Those are for subscribers only, but I really do them, and I really do love you, and I really do love to do them. So I do them. So you can enter for those in the description box below as well. And if you're subscribed and you haven't hit that notification bell, you can do that so you never miss a reading in my busy, overflowing, abundant life. I don't always post exactly on the same day. So when you hit that notification bell, you know anytime I post a reading for you, my beautiful, luminous souls, my darlings, my loves, my like beautiful 21st century priestesses. We're bringing priestessing back. And oh my God, yeah, this overflowing abundance, as I mentioned, I'm setting up an 8-week course where you get time with me live for 8 weeks. It's like for the cost of like 2 hours of my time. I was so grateful that the universe downloaded it to me. You guys, like literally, I woke up one morning and the entire program was downloaded to me. I just woke up and had the whole thing. And it had been something I'd been like, you know, kind of carrying around a little bit for a while, wanting to do that for you guys. And I didn't know how I could do it and still do it in an overflowing way. And I was just given that information. I was given it to in a meditative space, you know, like it was like I woke up in the morning, I was recharged. And so all that poured out just naturally. So yeah, you can apply for that. That's in the description box too. Okay. Pile 4s. I can't tell you how much I am excited for you to really get this, to really be able to be this, to be the generous, overflowing, as generous with yourselves as you are with others. That's balance. That's beautiful. Okay, pile 4s, you've got this. It's got you. Most of all, beautiful ones. You are so very loved.